3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friends, my little YouTube friends. Yay! Welcome back to my channel, and we have the beautiful Yanna. She is the winner of the Wish 'em Well competition.
Hey guys, so I'm about to get my hair done by Maisha Oliver, and we're gonna transform myself, and we're going blonde today.
So how exciting. So I want to know, like, you won a contest, or what happened? Like, how did you end up right here?
Hrush did a Wish 'em Well challenge to one of her songs, and the contest was you had to like film a video showing like a transformation. So I just can't believe, like, had I, not done it, I wouldn't be here. So
I'm so excited for you.
like,
that's amazing.
Oh my goodness, I've never had an install like this that it just feels, it's not painful. She has the magic touch, that's all I'm saying.
Hey. Oh, you look like a whole new person.
Right?
It looks so good.
So you guys, we're finished, and I mean, this transformation, thank you so much, Maisha. I was crying earlier, okay, you guys?
You look good. You look amazing.
So thank you so much. This is all her, you guys. Like, what is this?
You look cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye guys. And today she got her hair done with Maisha Oliver. Honey, if you don't know who she is, get with it. She is the hair master to the stars, darling. And I'm about to beat her face, and I'm gonna take her to a little, shindig.
Okay.
You don't know where we're going, so you're gonna be really shocked. Now, I know you guys have been asking me for a tutorial for darker skin girls. Here you go. Contouring and highlighting for darker skin tones is definitely different than the tones that I'm using. Don't use the tones that I'm using. It's not going to be the same. We are going to transform her. I'm going step by step, and I'm linking each product below. I will link it in the order down below. Please like and subscribe
and comment down
below. Why do I feel like a beggar right now? So comment down below if you guys wish you won this contest. Wish them well, bitch. So the first thing I'm gonna do with her is, you can help me out, girl, smile. I'm gonna link it down below. So we're gonna put on the lip conditioner, and I like to use a reusable stick thingy applicator. And I like to put on a ridiculous amount just to make sure the lip is really moisturized. So you have oily skin, right?
Yes.
You have textured skin, right? Mm-hmm. What is your motherfucking answer? Milk Magnesia. Please do not, I repeat one more time, do not use this every single day. This is for special glam occasions, okay? You know what it does to your doo-doo? It hardens it, right? Mm-hmm. So the hose in your booty hole stops, And so what this does, it kind of closes up your oil pores to do the same. So think about it, in your digestive, it stops diarrhea, so it stops oily. Your pores are having diarrhea of oil, I guess. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It has magnesium in it. Magnesium hardens, and it kind of creates this canvas, silk-like effect. It's like using a primer before you paint a wall. So it fills the crevices, and it creates this smooth finish where you're gonna feel it afterwards and kind of trip out on it. So we are going to shake this bitch up. Once you're done shake weighting it up, welcome to Hrush's laboratory. So this trick I actually learned from Scott Barnes. I used a damp little sponge. So now we get the milk of magnesia, and you take the wet sponge and you dip it dope. So with this, I am just going to dab it onto her textured areas and where the oil is. with the back of the sponge. I'm going to avoid getting anywhere near underneath her eyes.
It gives you, like, when you leave your skincare in the refrigerator, it's very cooling, and I can feel it tightening where she applied it.
I'm going to hurry this process up by using a little fan. As you can see, the milk of magnesia starts getting white. So milk of magnesia, again, is amazing, amazing if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin, get the away from it and use it for diarrhea only. So I'm going to use just a powder puff, and we are going to kind of buff that out. So I don't want any flakiness on her skin. I'm buffing out the flakiness that does not belong there. Now, I've like seen a couple of tutorials on this on YouTube, and some people just directly put it on. Like, they'll put on the foundation without buffing out the flakiness.
No, yeah, that's what I've seen.
That's not what you do. You have to buff out the flakiness, or else your foundation's gonna get patchy. I'm just using a stippling brush to help me like hurry this process along. We are gonna put on La Mer cream. Yes, you have to neutralize milk of magnesia. Now, some people will put the milk of magnesia on and then put on their foundation. I like to hydrate after putting the milk of magnesia on because I think it already went into your pores. It is blocking them, and I just need now a slippery top.
Okay, I would have thought to just go straight in with the foundation.
It would like break out into patchiness.
Okay.
And lather in. Do you get what I did though? Like, now we're going to make it even. We filled up the pores, and then now it's like making cement. I know you guys probably think I'm going to liquid contour, and she probably thinks that too, but I'm not, because I want to make her look as airbrushed as humanly possible.
Okay.
So the way you diffuse and create an airbrush Facetune image is less liquids, more powders.
Okay.
So we're gonna begin with the color corrector. If you want to know which product I'm using, please check the link below. So I am going to apply the Makiage color corrector around her nose. I'm also going to apply it around her lip. There's darkness. Now, sometimes people think that color corrector doesn't make a difference, but for darker skin tones in photos, it makes all the difference. Don't you agree? Mm-hmm. I'm also going to apply it on her really dark spots, like substantial dark spots. So this color corrector takes away green and blue undertones. And I always like to use brushes to apply everything on versus using the applicator itself. So I'm going to apply the tone right there to make sure she gets her bright under eye. So I'm gonna let that dry. I wouldn't apply foundation over this wet. I let it get tacky, and then I'll apply the foundation. Now, some people like to blend it out, but I blended it out with the brush already. Okay. I didn't put on like chunks, as you can tell, like there's like a bunch left over on my hand. I used as little as possible because the color does it all already. So because she has oily eyebrows, I usually start with eyebrows, but I'm gonna do her face, set her brows, make them powdery, and then go in with to do your eyebrows. Okay. Foundation time.
Yes, the base.
Now, you know how I said we're not contouring, but I'm still like creating
some dimension.
Yeah, I'm creating dimension with foundations. When you use a flat foundation brush, you get the fullest coverage with using the least product. So I will begin with the lightest color. I always deposit on the back of my hand first. So I'm going to begin with the inner, and you're always going to want to make downward strokes, you guys. Kind of like using this as a highlight.
Okay.
Don't come for me until the end, okay? When you see all the colors put together with the powders.
I'm like, where's the mirror? I want to see.
So now I'm going to take a sponge, a damp beauty blender, and just place that in. This foundation truly oxidizes, like once you put it on the skin. I always like say it like kind of gravitates towards the skin color. So it's like super bright when you just put it on, and then it like calms down. So this has medium to full coverage, but you have to let something dry to keep building. You can't just like keep throwing it on when it's wet. On this side I have built, on this side I have not. Do you guys see the difference? And then when it dries up, it dries like 4 shades darker. So I'm not doing this for color, I'm doing it for texture. I always like for the skin, the neck, anything to be open to have the same texture. I'm going to dab maple into my beauty blender from Born This Way Too Faced. And with that, I'm just going to pack it all in. Look at your skin.
Oh my goodness.
So now we're going in with the Beauty Blender foundation. I'm gonna switch my Beauty Blender to a clean one. Now this is going to be the full perimeter of her face, which is like the darkest tone I'm gonna use in the foundations. It's like maybe 2 shades darker. Okay. Now we're gonna put on some concealer because she says she likes to be bright, honey. So we are going to be out like a light. So I'm going to use the Kevyn Aucoin, the Sensual Skin Enhancer.
Oh, false.
I'm just going to pick up on a brush. Again, anything you guys want to know, the link down below in its order. So Kevyn Aucoin, Sensual Skin Enhancer, I'll link the colors down below as well. So I actually like to mix these a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna blend that into her skin. And the good thing is, like, the Kevyn Aucoin is going over her texture still. And then we're just gonna enhance the center of her forehead where she does have texture as well. Now I'm gonna use the Tantour in Tan by Huda Beauty with my Sigma Pyramid brush. And this is the only part I shall contour, and I'm going to pull into her eyebrow. Pull a little bit down, and then I'm going to blend that out. And now I'll use that same MAC concealer, just very lightly, right over here. That's all we need, just to brighten extra. Now using a beauty blender, I'm going to pat, and then using that residue foundation, I'm just closing that up. So I'm going to use this very glorious little finger thing that I got from Tokyo. And I'm going to, I'm sure we'll find one on Amazon, I'll link it down below. It's like a tiny baby.
A little baby powder puff.
Close? Close your eye. We are going to blend all of this in with the powder puff. Okay, I'm getting this area creaseless like a motherfucker right now. That's why I went in with crazy precision. So I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Velvet Matte Skin in Y405 with the Beauty Blender sponge. I heavily go in, and then I know I'm wasting product, but it like glides on more even when you do it like this. And I'm just going to set this side of her face. Press with chest. So I'm gonna go over her texture. You guys look at the difference. So if you guys want to keep it luminous, you can stop right here. If you want that mattified, dulled look, which is what we were going for, keep on going this way. Now I'm gonna go in with Y505, which is warmer. I'm going to apply it to the perimeter of her forehead, darling.
This is just adding more dimension, like warmth?
Correct. So we're like contouring, highlighting, all with different shades. We're giving you coverage, but then creating the dimension as well. So we are going to pack underneath to create shadow. Now with the same brush, I'm just like getting rid of the residue. I'm just going to lightly buff around it. We are setting her eyes really fast using the Urban Decay. So I'm going to do something that you've never seen anybody do. So the Urban Decay Velvetizer is a mix-in. So I pick up like literally that much and I'm going to mix it in. It's a mixing medium. And I'm going to do her lids. The reason why, her lids are hooded and she keeps creasing, so the mix-in medium will ensure her shit does not go nowhere. Yes, people, I mixed a powder with a shadow primer. And as you guys can see, I'm pulling down. I'm going to set her eyes with some setting powder on top of it. I'm gonna go in with Cashew from Fenty. I'm gonna use Beige Suede from Ben Nye and Ben Nye Topaz to add that like brightness. And we're gonna mix. And the Velvetizer from Urban Decay. So what the Velvetizer does, if you have oily skin, this is your gem all the way to first base. And you can mix it with liquid, so you can mix it with your foundation too, not only just your eyeshadow base. The more you know. And now I can bake. I begin my cookie session. Do you guys see the difference in the areas that I have applied the translucent and the areas that I have not? You said. I'm just going to set the bridge of the nose and then going back in with the darker Makeup Forever now. I'm just going to enhance that one line, pulling it into her brow. So I'm just using the Anastasia A25 brush for this, and I'm just going to blend it down and then go back in with the baking. So we are going to pick up on the Camel and the Olive Sand, which is the darker tone, and I'm going to bake her perimeter with a darker tone. So I'm going to go in with the Pro Finish 178, which is a super orange tone. So you have to do the curvature of the crease with your eye open. That's the trick to hooded eyes, in my opinion. And then always do like very thin eyeliner. And we like that we left that excess there because anything falls out, I can just push it through now. Grabbing the same orange tone, I want to make her face look monochromatic. It's a really, really pretty bronzy, like orangey shade. Now we're putting the tone back into your skin. So consider this the saturation to the face, if you may. This is the Real Techniques 403 brush. I'm gonna do the Hula Toasted actually. Just suck your cheeks in. And we're just gonna apply the Hula Toasted to the hollows of her cheek. I'm gonna go in with the Powder Puff with the residue, and I'm going to pack that in. Using the same bronzer, I'm going to enhance that crease and I'll pull out, kind of creating a new shape to the eye. Now I'm going to, so literally I've just used 2 bronzers on her eyes. We're going to make sure where the nose begins is very substantial into the brow as well, so the brow doesn't look like it's floating. So we're just drawing in like a brand new brow on her, but I'm trying to make it look as like natural as possible. I'm not like doing the inner part with the brow pomade. I'm just kind of like cooking it in, if that makes any sense.
Keeping it soft.
Yeah, and then I'll do it with pencil, making like real hair strokes. I'm gonna go in with like an auburn tone and just very lightly hit the center. So we're creating a backdrop to like the fake hair strokes I'm gonna create. I am just going to clean up very lightly under there. Chin up. So we're doing the Huda Beauty Double Pump Latte, and it's like a quick little situation if you're in a rush, like how we are to get Cinderella to the ball. And now with this product, it's great, but you have to work so fast with it. And then I like to blend out that outer part. Like, I want it to go into the abyss of the rest of the eyeshadow. See, like how for a hooded, it just hit it right at the, like, right spot. I used the contour colors that I had prior as my map of how high I should go. So now I'm going to pick up on Viseart, and I'm just going to pack that in to her lid. Now I'm going to pick up on a Senna Mini Feather 19 brush, and I am going to pick up on a grayish brown, and I'm going to kind of create a smolder effect on the edge. Picking up on Bobbi Brown Gel with some essential oil from MAC. So you're gonna open the lid, and so I'm actually going to pull it out, but what I'm going to do, using a pencil brush, I'm going to pull that in to her eye and start smoking that out. So I'm going to blend that eyeliner up, grabbing on to a black tone. I am going to press that in and then manipulate it with the pencil brush. Now, keeping it open, I'm going to shape the hooded eye. Now, what I'm going to do is use a brown tone and patting that in underneath her eye. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to do your waterline. This is one of my favorite waterline pencils. Do you like it so far? So now what I'm gonna do with this is actually look up a little bit. I'm going to pull this a little down just to give you that extra sparkle. Let's get to buffing away this powder. So I'm just using a clean brush to remove. So I'm going to use my professional blush palette, and I'm going to go for this tone to like rub it out. And I'm just going to lightly apply the shade. And almost the blush will give you like that like light glaze that you need. Just gonna go in and really make that outstanding with the brown. We are using Tarteist Pro Lash Glue. I'm not gonna put on mascara on her eyes, I'm gonna do it afterwards. So I'm gonna link what lashes these are down below. I like to attach center, open, look down that way, inner corner, and edge. Open. So we're gonna let these lashes dry up for a little bit. I'm gonna go back and put some individuals here and there. So let's do her lips really fast. I'm gonna use the Bretman Rock. It's called BFF3. The lip is very monochromatic to the blush and to the rest of the face going on. We are gonna do the NARS Young Hearts in the center. Very nice, pretty subtle color. Not too crazy. So I'm just going to go right where the lash line is with the liquid. We're gonna go with some spiky lashes. Open. The center, the edge. You create your own middle between the center and the edge. Open. It opens the eye way more, especially for a hooded. I need a shimmer shadow. This is amazing if you do it for hooded eyes. You pull something with the reflect into the crease and it gives the illusion of a bigger eye. Let's spray you with Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face. Are you ready to see yourself?
Yes.
Say hello to my new little friend, the mattified Yanna.
Right, the mattified
the
Yanna.
mattified Yanna. The 3-4 layer cake pound. Cake by the pound, Yanna.
I think I'm team matte. Mattified skin, mattified face, this blush, the inner shimmer, my nose, a glossy lip, and matte skin I think is going to be my newest obsession.
Yeah, it looks really good on you, honestly.
Thank you.
Of course. So there's one part that we still haven't done. I'm going to take her out after this. Thank you, Maisha, and thank you, Trust Organic, for the bundles of beautiful hair to make this goddess come alive today.
22, 24 wavy bundles, you guys.
It honestly feels so good and soft. There's one more part. I want you to open that.
My heart's beating really fast. Oh, can you go? I'm like shaking. Do you guys see how I opened this? What?
Thank God you didn't rip it. I was like, what?
It's okay, y'all.
I thought you were done.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
$1,000 to my little friend follower and a full makeover. I love you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
It was so lovely meeting you. Thank you so much.
Don't cry.
Oh, I'm not, because I'm not trying to move.
I have Q-tips for you just in case.
Thank you.
Look at her. Do you recognize her? Yeah, the new Yanna. Hey. Okay, we're gonna see you inside. Guys, this is her first influencer event.
I'm excited.
Doesn't she look good?
Who is this?
I know, I created an animal.
She's alive.
Are we vlogging? I didn't bring my Hrush tape. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
You look
It's
nice.
my good side. It's my bad side. Okay.
Even if it's not your good side, we should.
Wow, you did like a whole like makeover. Let me tell you all something about Hrush. She crazy.
Jump up and down. Come on, let's stop the elevator. I think we're wearing a lot of makeup for a TikTok event, you guys.
I'm hungry.
Yanna?
Yeah.
My name is Makiage. Nice to meet you.
Ooh, look what I created. That's the Hrush effect, bitch.
You guys, live, we are seeing human interaction happen right here in Los Angeles. Ma'am, first reactions, what was that like? What was that like? What was that like, ma'am? Please give us a report.
I told him I was married.
Was
He approached me
the
for
makeup
fashion-wise.
successful?
Oh, we know it is. Okay.
So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna do this again, hopefully soon. Maybe it'll be like every 6-month thing. Everyone's staring at me like it was really hard to put this together. Maybe like every 6 months I do something like this, or once a year. What do you guys think? Should I do it every 6 months or once a year, where I get to meet you guys, give you guys a full makeover? Comment down below. Make sure to like. Don't dislike this video, yo. Like, I worked really hard on this video. Them little trolls out there disliking my shit takes a lot of time to make these videos. Don't you get annoyed when people are like, dislike? It's like, for what?
Exactly. Why?
What did I do? What did I do?
What did she do?
Like, subscribe, comment down below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next Sunday, bitches. High five. Let's get to partying. Come on. Don't forget your money. Don't forget your money.
Hrush is honestly like the most inspiring freaking human being, because you have made me, little old me, believe that I can have that lifestyle. That if I keep working hard, that I can maybe have like a little portion of it. That there's more out there. You have shown me things that I didn't even know existed. I didn't even know, you know, people got certain things done like that. I don't get my nails done. It's been years since I've gotten my nails done. It's been a long time since I've gotten a weave install. You have just showed me a lifestyle that I would love to have. And you've given me so much hope in, you know, believing in myself. And you've honestly taken like a saying that everybody hears and kind of just like, oh yeah, like whatever. You saying if you work hard, this is a life you can have. That you're probably gonna see my son in the background. Oh my gosh, now the tears are coming. When you're someone like me that is constantly battling with whether or not they're deserving of certain things, when stuff like this happens, you just kind of have to force yourself to kind of look at everything and be like, you got yourself here. I mean, obviously I was doing something right? And you've just opened my eyes to a whole new world. You have this girl right here, full blast. You turned me, as you said, into a monster. You turned me into a monster, girl. I've never felt this good. Like, ever have I ever felt like you have me over here feeling like $1,000,000. So blessed, so grateful to have had this opportunity. This really was an opportunity of a lifetime. And if Hrush does this again, you guys, enter. Do a video. I don't care if you're sick. There's no excuses, because this is just not one little thing that happened to me, okay? This is embedded in me. This is now a part of my story. Yes, this is a part of my story. You guys are gonna see me. You guys are gonna see me. I don't know. You guys are gonna be like, I remember her. Hrush put her on. She was the Wish 'em Well winner. Look at her now. Okay? Keep your eyes out for me, y'all, because I'm gonna be doing big things. Oh.